Hi guys, welcome to the video. It's Jay, Ginger Ninja, and today I used Crustle in Ultra League, Premier League, and did okay with it. Team was suggested to me by Philly Jim Bob, so it's Crustle, Charizard, Venusaur, and to be fair, it wasn't terrible. Definitely no Galvantula. I just don't think I got it matched up well at any point, and like, well, occasionally did. Just I think it is one of them. Like, not used it, I literally powered it up and then used it. Like, just went straight for it, and I think starting to learn that it takes a couple of sets to get into it. To get used to like the matchups that it can win and know what to do in certain scenarios. So it's like I probably didn't do it justice, but it's definitely more viable than a Galvantula anyway. Um, yeah, I mean, I've seen a few people using Crustle and pairing it up with different things, but like, to be fair, Charizard and Venusaur are a great little duo, and I had them. I've been spending a lot of dust on Ultra League ones, so it was a budget team time after I powered up the Crustle. So, plus I think it's either maxed out or it's at like level 39.5. It is a rank one. Um, so that was like the main reason why I did it and wanted to use it. But yeah, I don't know. I used it as a lead every time. I just don't feel like it could have been utilized as a switch in. I just don't think that's like I don't know. I just don't feel like it has play in that sense. Maybe as a closer, but I don't know. For me, it was just like I'm just gonna have it as my lead and see how it does. See what happens. So someone running a bit of spice here with a Kanto muck. Respect that. I do love my Kanto muck. So then they bring in a Lapras, which is like really questionable because obviously I've got Smackdown. Um, and that's chunking away. So I'm gonna choose not to shield, and it's a Skull Bash. I was like, dude, which I know a lot of people are running Skull Bash nowadays. Gonna let this go because I know it's gonna be safe. Because what kind of person would run Ice Beam and Skull Bash? I'm just going straight for the farm down, feeling like I'm going to come with loads of energy. They swap out into Executor, which is seeing higher rates of as well. And I've got Charizard to sweep up at the back. So I'm going to shield this because there's no point in taking any kind of chances here. Straight for the Blast Burn. And they've quit anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely some good battles. There's some terrible battles as well. Don't know how many of the terrible ones I included. But I did my full day's set. It's pretty much like did a couple last as soon as it turned midnight, and then this morning before work. And yeah, this was a matchup that happened a lot, and everyone seemed to throw Thunder Punch at me, which is neutral. But I just feel like you charged up Turbo D Focus Blast, just go for it. So I shielded the second one. I've got both their shields, so I'm just like, sound. That's fine by me. Come in with Venusaur because then I don't need to block. It's like, yeah, they've got switch, but oh, and then they switch, so then they give up switch advantage. So that's nice of them. They swap in their Shadow Executor. So I'm just gonna take this out with Charizard and see what they've got in the back. It's a Dragonite, which is not good for me whatsoever. So I'm hoping I can just spam off a few of these because it does a stupid amount of damage. Just get to it. That was squeaky bum time. Back in comes Ampharos, and I'm able to just fire and whip it down. So it was closer than I thought it was going to be. I think they went because they gave up switch advantage, like when they had every right to win it. Um, I think that was the downfall there. This is one of them terrible ones. There you go. And I don't know, or is it? I think there might be a terrible one later. This one's not too bad. Maybe I didn't include the really bad play because there was one and it was just embarrassing, to be fair. So obviously they swapped in Togekiss onto Charizard, which I'm presuming was a mistake. I managed to get a Blast Burn off on the Swampert. Obviously it takes me out, but I've got Venusaur in the back, and then they quit because obviously it must have been a misplay. There's no way you swap a Togekiss into a Charizard when you've got bloody Swampert in the back, or Shadow Swampert even. So this is terrible lead. And I feel like I'm just gonna like give it away, like give the lead up, because I don't want to switch out. I want to try and give myself something to play with. They throw their energy, which is perfect. Like I didn't know if they were going to, so it was like, or how, I didn't know how if they were going to like over farm. So then they switch out into Obstagoon, so I bring my Charizard in. And this is actually isn't a great matchup. I keep going for baits, where and they just don't shield. That's really frustrating because it's like, well, the counters, even though they're not stabbed, the counters still chunk away Charizard because he's a squishy boy. And to be fair, I knew this matchup from using Obstagoon quite a lot. Like I knew I just had to land a Blast Burn, otherwise, if it was gonna, because I was gonna save my shield for Venusaur no matter what. So I should have just been going for Blast Burns. So more fool me. In comes Machamp and going Frenzy Plants. But obviously, shield advantage. They've now used both their shields, but I think it's too little, too late. I get to another Frenzy Plant, but it's just not enough, and I can't Vine Whip them down in time. So that was a GG. But I feel like obviously I lost the lead hard, but by not giving up by switching out, I gave myself a chance there to try and come back and win that. So this isn't a great matchup either, because obviously Frenzy Plant's gonna hurt because of the rock typing. So I'm gonna throw an Exeter, which does a bit, and then they swap out into Blastoise. So yeah, they're giving up their switch advantage there, which is fine by me. So I get to switch in Venusaur, farm up a ton. I knew they went at an Ice Beam there because Water Gun charges pretty slow. They let it go. What have they got in the back for me? Charizard. So I'm going to throw a Sludge Bomb, which lands. Then I switch into my own Charizard, and they swap out into Venusaur. And I was like, did you mean that? But I'm going to let that go. Save my shields for Charizard. Now both of these have got energy. Well, we've both got shields, so now it's just a race. Just spamming the Dragon Claws. So I think that was CMP tag, so at least I know I can win CMP. But it's just a case of who's got more energy. And luckily it was me. So I managed to scrape through that one. Again, even though I lost the lead, but they surrendered the switch, and that's why it's so important. So this is an okay lead because the charms still chunk, and I was expecting to switch out, but look at how much the charm damage has done to me there. It's like, Jesus. So they let it go. In comes Obstagoon, throwing X's because it's going to be super effective, which they shield, but now they're just getting quite a bit of energy, but then they just quit out. So yeah, I don't know, like to quit that soon. God knows what they had in the back, but I still think they had, they should have had play. So this isn't great anyway. Against Tangrowth, obviously the fire spins are going to chunk away at it, but spams these rock slides. I do use both my shields there, but they are going to get to another one. Yeah. So at least I've got both the shields. Silver linings and all that. So I'm going to come in and farm down with Crustle. So they bring in Charizard, which really surprised me. And then they got Venusaur in the back. So managed to get an X-Scissor or hopefully another one off, but I think they're going to throw, which they do. So now it's Venusaur against Venusaur, but I should come out on top because of this, just for the sheer health advantage. Yeah, there we go. So it's not all bad. This is a great lead, this. Just chunking away with smackdowns, but that Dragon Breath still hurts, man. So, so much. So yeah, Crustle's another. Yeah, maybe he's not. Maybe not squishy, but he's not. He's not exactly a tank. So then, in comes Venusaur. I'm smashing away at that bloody rock slide, and not happening. So that was annoying. So coming with Charizard, they have Swampert in the back. I'm slow on the switch, but I think I'm more thinking of trying to just get a bit of energy. Shield my Venusaur. So they shield Swampert. Obviously, they're gonna hit me with a Quake, which they do, but I can just farm down and throw at Venusaur. I'm either gonna get the shield or put it really low. So I take it really low and then switch out because I know I can tank anything off Venusaur, and then I just farm down. So next up, what have you got for me, bro? This might be the dumb play by me. So I stay in. Gonna take a mirror shot to the face just cause it is super effective. I've got the bloody debuff. I throw, then I switch into Charizard, and then yeah. I don't think let's just take a wild charge to the face because that won't hurt. In comes Gallade, and then I think I just quit. I think I'm just like, whatever. Really annoying because I think this is my best set here that we're watching right now. I think I go 4-1. That was my only loss. And yeah, just stupid play by me. So this is an interesting one. Again, I think Charms just chunk away so much. And then they throw their energy and they've used the shield. So I'm going to let it go and let them win the lead because I've got shield advantage, and then I can come in with Venusaur, farm up. Gonna shield the crunch. And now I've got loads of energy. It literally doesn't matter what they bring in. I'm just gonna spam away, and it's a Lapras. So that's happy days. And they bring a Lapras to absorb the frenzy point, and then they swap out into Executor. So it's pretty much a wrap from here, I think. Yeah. So Dragon Claw off. Down goes Executor. Back in comes Lapras, and then this Dragon Claw should be enough. Well, there you go, and they've quit, yeah. Happy days. So another win. It's creeping towards rank 9 to get my my ELO rating. So here it is a Shadow Ampharos. So that's the Smackdown's a proper chunking away. So throw the X's there. See whether they shield, which they do, and then they swap out into Scizor, which is great for me. So I'm going to just farm up with Charizard. I'm not going to shield the first Night Slash because they'll get, just in case they get the boost. I'm going to shield this one just so I've got a bit of health. Oh, don't shield this one? Fair enough. Thought I would have, but obviously wanting to keep shields. They bring the Ampharos back in. Missing a bubble. And, ugh, is that annoying? So annoying. So I bring Crustle in. They waste their energy, which is great for me. Doesn't really matter because I've got Venusaur in the back with 2 shields. I'm going to shield just purely because it's Shadow, and that Focus Blast would have done like 50%. Go for the undercharge, which just doesn't work because it's Shadow, so it's just glassy. And now I'm going to throw the Sludge Bomb at Sceptile. Shields up whatever this is, and I should be able to farm down. So yeah, GG's there. So that was my 4-1, I think it was, yeah. So, not bad. But that was about as good as it got, to be fair. Just a load of 3-2s. So again, this lead, which is okay for me. But obviously the Charms chunk, but they switch out into Venusaur, which is great. Because now I can swap out into Charizard. And I'm not making the mistake that a lot of people make when it's Charizard against Venusaur, and that's thinking that you can just be greedy. So I know I can tank 1 Sludge Bomb and farm down there. So come out with loads of energy, and they've got double flyers. So it's Crustle's time to shine. Smackdown just deletes Charizard. Like, what? So, Taya, whatever your name is, Swataya, Smackdown. Oh, yeah. Hello. Goodbye. Swaps out into Escavalier. Beautiful. Beautiful matchup, this. Don't need to shield anything. Drill run. That's fine. Straight farm down. What have you got? What else have you got? Well, you're bringing Togekiss back in. Okay, so I've got back-to-back blast burns. They shield. Gonna get another one off. They don't shield. That's fine. So they're looking for some kind of miracle. Oh, they've got Snorlax, and I think they just decide there's no way I can do this. I've Part Stone, Body Slam Spam ain't gonna do enough, and I had Venusaur in the back. That one was only a 2-3. But yeah, if you enjoyed these guys, like,